One of the most exciting baking discoveries I've ever made was blooming cocoa. And blooming cocoa just means adding boiling water to the cocoa powder. The reason it's so exciting is that you can actually use less cocoa, get a lighter cake, more flavor, which is less expensive and more delicious. So anytime that you have water that is added to a cake recipe, if you boil it and add it to the cocoa, it'll be that much more delicious. Cocoa solids are like starch. When you heat them with boiling water, they expand and burst the membrane and offer greater flavor. I'm going to take the boiling water. You can use hot water, but the hotter the water, the more effective it is. So I'm going to take the boiling water and add it to the cocoa, and of course you use the amount specified in the recipe. You need enough to dissolve the cocoa. And then just whisk it in. And as soon as all the cocoa is moistened, and I may need a little bit more water here, yep. But remember, use the recipe, what it indicates, and not what, just until it looks right. You need to have the right balance of moisture, especially when you're making a cake. And this is one of the most important points, is that once you've made the chocolate smooth, or the cocoa smooth, it's now looking like chocolate, it has to cool completely before adding it to a cake. But while it's cooling, it could very easily evaporate. And whenever people write to me on the blog and say, oh, my cakes are dry, my chocolate cakes are dry, the first thing that we always say to them is, did you cover the cocoa while it was cooling? Because it's amazing the difference that it makes. So now we have our cocoa ready to be added to a cake or whatever other recipe that you're planning to use.